Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another DC Universe Online video. Today I will be giving you guys a tutorial on Coast City, the Tier 3 alert. Now, if you have not yet noticed, I've sped this up a ton because this alert took me about half an hour. But I had a good group. I was the DPS. We had another DPS who wasn't as good, but he was all right. And then we had a good healer and a good troller. So basically, you guys are going to come and teleport through that, out of that little sphere, that dome thing. And there are going to be yellow lanterns all over the place. So first thing you're going to do is, I recommend what we did was the first thing we did was we pretty much killed, tried to wipe out all of the yellow lanterns, just to make things a little bit easier, because you guys are going to have to be transporting these little cylinder things across the map. So you're gonna want to, these things I'm carrying right now, just threw over there, kill most of the Sinestro core so they aren't getting in the way, because you are timed to get those from point A to point B. But once you've killed the majority of the Sinestro core, guys, it'll make it, it's one of those things where when you pick it up you move very slowly, so I pick it up and throw it. And then if you want to and you're coordinated enough, you could actually line your teammates up on different parts of the map and you could throw it from each teammate. And yeah, also stick together at this part, because there are a lot of them and they do a lot of damage when they're all grouped together, so make sure you guys are sticking together with your teammates. Another thing is, after you bring all the canisters into that little machine and activate it, it's going to start turning. There's a clock going to start running on it, and you have to defend it from the Sinestro core members, as you see my group and I doing right here. I am playing as Bionic Beetle, my gadget DPS tier 3 character, and this is on the PC, guys. Anyways, this will go on for a little bit, not too long, but then after you defend it for a while, Amon-Sir will show up, the crazed Amon-Sir actually, and just fight him like you would fight any other boss. Really doesn't take too much time. I popped my Central City trinket to get a little bit of a precision and might boost. Then I went in there and hit him with 2 supercharges and just burned away at his health. Troller popped he's a quantum troller, so he popped that, so I just started spamming all my powers because he was giving us that power boost. And then you get 25 marks of triumph and a piece of gear. Next you're going to go into the green lantern part of the mission, so there are going to be some in this little area here. Just kill them all, kill all the trash. Really doesn't take too long. They go down relatively quickly, so you're just going to have to clear a way through all of those green lanterns. And then you're going to reach this part that's caved in, and the green lanterns have this C4, so you kill them, and they drop the C4 and you bring it over to the wall, then detonate it with that console right there you just saw to the left. Then run in here, once again just doing damage, but now you're going to get to this part with the teleporters. So you'll see these little things lying around. You just have to bring them to that main machine in the center there and then activate them so the little lightning goes on them. We found a treasure chest in the left corner. I don't know if it'll be there for you guys, but we did find one there. Then you're just going to open up that, and there are going to be more green lanterns in there, so just, deal with those guys. There are also the willful medics, and they can heal their teammates, so I always like to target those guys. Another thing is that the yellow and green lanterns some of them have these shields, so when you attack them you'll be doing 0/0/0 damage until you break their shield. I think this guy should have a shield. Yeah, he does. So he'll go do 0/0/0 damage, and then as you get up, as you do enough damage to him, his shield will break, and then you can actually start killing him. Now at this next part, there are going to be some Star Labs scientists all across the room, and all you've got to do is protect them. They aren't gonna just kill all the green lanterns in the room. They're gonna keep on spawning for a couple of minutes, so just work with your group to do that. Here you guys see some medics. I don't know if you can see it at the speed, but there are medics there, and make sure you're taking those guys out. That guy had a shield there, so I'm just gonna break his shield and go in there and do some damage to him. I'm liking this gadget to loadout, guys. I want to master both martial arts. I already have that mastered, and I want to master hand blasters so I can get my range combo going. But after you fight those guys for a while, there's going to be that console you saw me activate. And now we're going to go up against Kyle. Now he, once again, not too hard, guys. Just, you know, he'll spawn in these big constructs to fight for him. Really not too much of a big deal. I pop my Central City trinket again just to get that might and precision boost. And he'll also do that move when he pulls in that helicopter, and that can do some damage. It kind of knocks you around for a little bit, but honestly nothing too much to worry about. When he spawned 4 constructs at the same time to fight with him, and I just popped my smoke bomb. Those guys were all down in a couple of seconds, so really not much to worry about there. After you kill him, more of those little cylinder things will be around. There should be 3 of them. Just pick them up and bring them to that little machine over there, and the door will open. Just proceed through here. Now this part, you can actually fly over all of these mobs. That's a very, very important thing. It'll speed things up a ton, guys. My group didn't get what I was trying to tell them at first, so I typed in the chat. They were fighting these guys, so I helped them fight these lanterns, and then we just all flew over there, and then we went to the red lantern, the rage guys part, and then basically on this part you just keep on killing. There's a ton of them, so make sure you guys stick with your group unless you have higher level armor. Just in gear, stick with your group. If you kind of try to pull away, you'll probably get wrecked, so just stay with your group and you know, do what you're supposed to do with your group. But every once in a while, one of them will drop and you interact with them, and you'll like take the rage off them or do something like that, and that pretty much pisses off Atrocitus, and then eventually you're going to try to get him to come out by doing that to several Red Lantern members. Really not that hard, guys. I can't emphasize enough to stay with your group. A couple of times I almost died because I tried to pull away from my group. I got a little confident, tried to pull away from my group, and almost died, but we had a good healer and he was keeping me alive, so I'm glad we had him, Celestial healer. But eventually Atrocitus will pop out like this, like the last 2 bosses. I recommend that you guys save your trinkets for this part. I mean, don't use your trinkets for this part because there's a boss fight right after this, a much more important boss fight right after this. This guy is not too hard. You know, I was up close and personal with him, but that's just because my healer was doing a phenomenal job. And so is the troller, keeping our power going, and keeping the healer's power up. But next, you'll fly over here. There'll be a couple more mobs and trash. Not too much of a big deal, but I did die here because I tried to solo. I had one other guy with me, but I also had Soder too, but I didn't want to use it because I wanted to save it for the boss fight in case I needed it. So I didn't even use it, and I just died, but he got me right back up, so it was fine. Now you.
When I was a kid, all I wanted to be was a pilot, like my dad. That was my dream, even when it was a nightmare. That was when I first learned about fear. But if you let fear win, even once, it'll have you by the short hairs for the rest of your life. And you can't be afraid of what life might hand you. So you stand tall, grit your teeth, and fight your fears. By sheer force of will, you shine the light into the dark corners where fear likes to hide. And you defeat your fears, one by one, with a ring or without one. Beware my power. Green Lantern's light!